Hello? Anyone there? I think we'll find a way out of here. Just roll the intro.
Wish that you could build a time machine so you could see the things no one can see. Feels like you're standing on the edge, looking at the stars and wishing you.
What's up, guys? So today we have this beautiful binder here with us.
It's a normal binder.
It's a normal binder. Should be, right? But within this binder,
What's inside?
it's not what's on the outside. Don't ever judge a book by its cover.
Or binder by its
Cover. Cover, still cover. But anyways, right here, we have two properties at the top of our list that are for sure, not for sure, but they're as concrete as can be.
sure.
One of them is surefire. It's coming. And if you guys know what it
The
is,
other one's pretty much for sure too. So yes, for sure. We're saying for sure.
yeah, you guys pretty much know what they both should be if you attended the event last year or heard anything about the event last year. I'll let Nico go ahead and say the first one.
How nice of you.
So go ahead and take the podium.
So the first one, and this one's pretty much concrete. This is, well, I said they were both concrete, so I contradicted myself. But this is the one that, if there was out of 100%, this would be the 100% chance. And that's Stranger Things 2, whatever they want to call it, based off season 2, obviously. Because I don't think they're going to throw 3 in there, because that comes out in the summer. So, and it'll basically be done by then.
And you guys know Horror Nights, they like to compromise on what's popular.
Mm-hmm.
They did it with The Walking Dead.
Pretty sure they have a 3-year deal with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
They did it with American Horror Story.
Yeah, so Stranger Things Season 2, Second House, Stranger Things 2, whatever you want to call it. It's gonna be a thing. They have the deal already, so it's, I don't even know why we're saying it could not be, because it is. Very excited, as I think not everyone should be, to each their own, but it's based on what there was last year on Stranger Things. Yes?
I'm more excited for this one than I was for the last one.
Okay. If you've seen Season 2, you know there's new things that were introduced. There's different things. There's things that are going to be crazy and very hard to show in house, but I know they're going to find a way to do it and knock it out of the park. So don't be surprised when you when the upside down comes right side up next year.
Right.
So,
And with the second property that we feel is pretty much
it's
concrete.
next year, but it's fine.
It's this year still, guys. It's, you gotta understand, for next year for us is Horror Nights next year. So right now we're still in the 28 mindset, and 29's coming up. So for this event coming up for HHN 29, we feel as if Stranger Things 2 is concrete. I feel that, well, we both feel that Killer Clowns from Outer Space,
The
boys, one of the best scare zones I've ever seen in my life,
The boys.
is going to be at the event some way, shape, or form. Most likely a house, which would be phenomenal, and everyone out there agrees. It was so good. Everyone loved it. And I feel like it could be amazing in a house. If you give it a 3D aspect, everyone will love it. It'll be the one 3D house we want. The last good 3D house was probably Asylum in Wonderland.
Yeah.
And a lot of people like that house. Asylum in Wonderland was fantastic.
Yeah.
And I feel like we need another great 3D house to come back again.
Also, you know, the thing is, when it comes to Killer Clowns, the scare zone, I think it's going to be a whole different experience, the house in the scare zone, because the scare zone relied a lot upon personality of each clown and interaction. When the scares in the house is going to be, I guess,
More defined.
More defined in the settings of things, and it'll be closer related to the movie, obviously. And there might be some people that are underwhelmed by it because of the lack of personality compared to the scare zone, but you got to think of it in a different way. Those are the two concrete, 100%, 199%.
Yeah, that we feel are going to come to the event this year.
HHN 29.
So you've heard what's concrete.
Concrete.
At least 99%.
At least.
If the 1% changes, who knows?
Yeah.
We're going to give you properties that we feel like, due to contracts.
These are like the maybe over 50% ones, if you have to give percentages to things.
Pretty much. We feel like they could be coming to the event.
But they also cannot be.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll begin with this one, because you started with the last one.
Yeah.
This one I feel like, due to the fact that a certain scare zone last year won Scare Zone of the Year, Chucky, I'm talking to you, I feel like he's going to get turned into a house, similar to how...
Killer Clowns.
No, well...
Well, I see what you're... Yeah.
Similar to how Trick or Treat was Scare Zone of the Year and then got a house. Similar to how Scarecrow was a house of the year, and then it got a scare zone the following year. I feel like they're gonna keep doing that, and I feel like with the new movie coming out this year for Child's Play, it can possibly give them more fire and allow them to do more things like this, and possibly give us a brand new Chucky house. We haven't had a standalone Chucky house since 2009. That's been a whole 10 years, guys.
Yes.
So I feel like it's about time we get Chucky in a house.
Yeah.
Why not?
The other one in the 50% tier is Blum House 3. So, you know, from last year we weren't too high on this house, going into it and after. The year before, it was much better. It was a great house the year before. But you know, time like takes its toll on things, and there's only so much we can see the same things. And as far as Blumhouse goes, the 3 things that we think would be in it this year, if they do bring it back, would be Happy Death Day to You, Halloween, 2018 Halloween, yeah, and the Purge TV show, which already is 3 things that were there last year. 2 of them already were in the Blumhouse house. So maybe the similarities would be too much for them and they won't do the house. I'm not sure how the contract is set up, if it's 3 or 2.
Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know all the specifics on these things. So I guess that's kind of saying why it could be there and also why it won't be there, because so many reasonable Blumhouse movies came out this year that could make it to the house. But also, they had the exact same thing last year with all 3 of these.
Yeah.
So it's literally 50-50.
The only way I can see this happening is if Happy Death Day to You does
numbers
generally as good as Halloween did, because Halloween made some good numbers in the box office. Yeah. Therefore, it's a money move.
I don't know how the Purge TV show's going.
The Purge TV show.
It's alright, though.
How do you guys feel about it? Let us know below, because I think it's alright. What do you guys
watching
think?
it and I haven't. So
yeah, we'll check it out together and talk about it some more later on in speculation. 2, 3, who knows how many speculations we're gonna make this year? Who knows? It's a new year. It's a new us. We're trying to make
Walking Dead seasons. Who knows?
We're trying to make a bunch of videos this year for you guys, just so you guys can see us with your beautiful faces. But like I'm saying, Blumhouse 3 has a possibility of being way better than Blumhouse 2 if it happens. But maybe we can see a new property.
Could be worse.
And we're done with the 50%. Now this is just stuff we've seen on rumor forums for probably past few years and stuff that we feel like should come to the event.
Always has a chance of
exactly.
Yeah.
Like, for example, one of these 2 almost made the event a few years ago. I'll let Nico talk about that one when he gets there. But let me talk about this, because I feel like everyone would love this property. Hellraiser. So everyone knows Pinhead. If you don't know Pinhead, it's fine.
Yeah.
These movies are so gory. They're so amazing. There's so many different types of there's Cenobites everywhere. There's so much stuff they can do with these property, this property alone. And I feel like it can be a full-on house. It'll be like having Halloween again, but from the first year. It'll be like having Freddy vs. Jason again. Just another horror icon brought to the event would really establish us as a better, even though we're the top-notch event, we'll just be establishing ourselves higher than everyone else with Hellraiser.
And the second one is Jeepers Creepers, which, like he said a couple years ago, so in 27, with the Scarecrow house, well, it wasn't rumored. It was actually supposed to be a Jeepers Creepers house, which we've confirmed with
friends.
People.
Let's just say friends.
Yeah, with people, and it's a fact that it was supposed to be a Jeepers Creepers house where Scarecrow was in 27. Not sure the reason they changed it. Obviously, you could tell that it was very similar to Jeepers Creepers, and even people we know said it looked similar and that it could have been a Jeepers Creepers thing, and even we said it.
Yeah, we said
before
it
we even knew that that's what it was
this
supposed
to be
to be initially.
House.
Yeah. When it comes to it coming this year, just like it was supposed to be there 2 years ago, just like it's rumored to be there almost every year, there's a chance it comes, there's a chance it doesn't. I wouldn't put too much stock into it coming, but also I wouldn't throw it to the side and say it's not going. So the next 2 houses that we're going to speak about are well, I can only talk about my first one, is The Haunting of Hill House. It's was huge on Netflix for maybe a couple weeks. I know the hype about it has slowed down now. Horror Nights always likes to stay updated with like the hip things and like the popular things, so that's why it's on the list of things that could come. Also, it's a Netflix property, and they're big on the Netflix stuff right now.
Just like Stranger Things.
Yeah. It's not nowhere near as big as that, obviously.
No.
Not even in the same stratosphere, but it always has a chance. Something new, horror-related that people seem to like or strongly dislike, because I've heard a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's on Netflix, so it's easily accessible for people to know what it is, or maybe, you know, you see it and then you see that it's coming to Horror Nights and it makes you want to go there. Yeah. So it's a strong chance, but at the same time, like we always say, don't put too much stock into these things.
Exactly.
More rumors.
But to carry on to his thing, I feel like if we do get a Hill House, it'll be similar to Poltergeist, because there's a lot of different types of ghosts.
Not in how good it is, by the way.
No, just similar aspects, similar scares, similar types of approach to the. Because if you look at Hill House, it can't really be a full-on house, but they can add things to it to make it seem like a house. Just like I said last year, Poltergeist. Before I went into the event, I'm like, I don't know how I feel about this. Then I go through the house and I'm like, take my money. But enough about Hill House. Let's leave that in the past. Speaking about the past, let's talk about the next thing that I feel like has a strong possibility, but also, you know, it's just association. The Universal Classic Monsters. These monsters have been rumored for years. And boy, have I been waiting and waiting and waiting.
I like the rumors have come alive more ever since Hollywood got rid of their all-year attraction.
And then last year, Hollywood had their Universal Monsters house with the music by who was it? Sting?
I'm not positive. I have no idea.
I'm not sure on who made the music for it. It's not our event, so I'm not gonna be like the brain on Hollywood's event. Who knows? But the classic monsters can all have their own house. And it can be such a good thing to have and bring to the event, because it'll bring old horror fans and new horror fans together just to show you. Because you have Frankenstein's monster, you have Dracula, you have Creature from the Black Lagoon, you have Frankenstein's, the Bride of Frankenstein? Bride of Frankenstein. You have the Phantom of the Opera, the Wolfman, the Mummy, and the list goes on and on. There's so many creatures out there that you can just put into this and make this house phenomenal. Yeah. We had the House of Horrors 2012, right? Mm-hmm. I didn't get to go through it. Did you go through it? No? So that's something that's on the bucket list, to be able to see the classic monsters for us personally. But who knows? It's on the rumor forums again, just like a lot of the stuff we've been talking about. And this one I have my fingers crossed. Alright guys, so I had to cut this video a little bit shorter. Together it was going to be a 20-minute video, so I took a little bit off the end, and I'm going to make it a part 2. So just know these first 8 properties are all things that we want at the event, feel like can come to the event. The next 4 itself is about 6 minutes, so I'm just going to put that whole thing out there for you guys with the original outro that we filmed from the other one. And I just hope you guys enjoy it, because me and Nico make these videos for you guys and for everyone out here in the community. We hope you guys enjoy Horror Nights early in the year, you know what I mean? And we're here all year. We're all family here. We're all one big HHN family. So we always have each other's backs. We can always talk to each other about anything. So comment down below if you want to know anything else. Like the video if you guys enjoyed it. Subscribe if you guys want to join our little journey that we're going on together. And let's just see what HHN 29 brings us. Hopefully we get an announcement soon, guys. Stay excellent, my dudes.